Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here. And today, after you, cancel Netflix is trending. You love to see it. Well, at least I love to see it because I've been railing against streaming services for years here on my channel. I've been telling people for years to please cancel the streaming services and buy physical media because I think physical media is the better, superior option, as always and always will be. Now, this comes about. I'm not going to get into all the politics about it because I'm not a political channel and stuff like that. And I know I don't really want to talk politics at all. But here recently, looks like Netflix is trending to be canceled because Elon Musk and them have this, have seen that there's a lot of transgender and stuff going on Netflix, the messaging and stuff that they like to do in today's entertainment. And it looks like Netflix has lost about 15.4 billion, I think, the last time I checked, because of the money, because of this, because of cancellations. Then on the flip side, you got Disney Plus and Hulu, who lost like 17.1 billion, I think it was, over the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing. I can't say, it was such a fake firing and everything. Now, just regardless of what side you fall on, I'm not going to get into, like I said, the politics of it all. But for years, I have said this: these streaming services legitimately do not care about your politics, no matter what side you're on. They may have their own sides, the people that run them may have their own beliefs and everything, but they generally do not care about your politics or politics in general. All they really care about is the algorithm, ones and zeros, raising prices, making money, and just putting out content slop. And now they're going to go down the path of AI, which is going to make entertainment even worse. So that's where I'm at. I cannot stand streaming services. I can't stand what it's done to entertainment. I can't stand what it's done to people. All this just pure crap that streaming has accomplished. I miss the days, and I know I'm old school and I'm old hat, and I don't care if people get mad at me or get tired of hearing this, but I miss the days of video stores. I miss the days when physical media was the main go-to, and when we had regular TV, when we had 22 episodes of TV shows like Who's the Boss, or like Miami Vice, or even we'll get into the 90s like X-Files or stuff like that, and it's so rare in today's day and age, and then nothing lasts on streaming. And to be honest with you, what is it that you truly enjoy about streaming? Seriously, what is it? I mean, because to me, I just cannot get into it. I've had streaming before. I've talked about that. I've had streaming before. I've watched Shudder. I've watched Full Moon Features. I've had streaming like that. I do YouTube. I watch YouTube. I do have a Roku TV, because I like watching YouTube, and I like watching horror movies and stuff. And I have nothing against the streaming service Tubi, which is much more akin to like old school cable or regular TV. That's the way it's run. It's commercials. Are you really willing to pay almost $100 for these? Because these streaming services keep jacking up prices. Are you really willing to pay like almost $100 just to watch no commercials, when you can just watch something free like regular TV or even Tubi with commercials? So what? They have commercials. Big deal. So you can still watch a lot of what's on these other streaming services on stuff like Tubi. And then constantly with these streaming services, they're constantly losing license rights to these. They're pulling down movies. They're shoving their original content slop in your face. And a lot of people don't even like it. What is the last thing you remember on streaming that stuck with you like you did when you were growing up, when you went to the theater, when you went to the video store? What's the last thing you watched on streaming that really stuck with you like that? Right? I mean, a lot of people I've heard say Stranger Things and Cobra Kai, which are throwbacks to the 80s and stuff. Cobra Kai has a building quite a kid audience, and it was done so well. And then Stranger Things, but then they're so long in between seasons, people have started to forget Stranger Things. To me, I think this, if you want to, because I know there's a lot of people that watch my channel and stuff that like streaming, and they'll say, I like to use streaming and test drive. Once again, use like Tubi and the free streaming services. You'll find a lot of new stuff on there as well. But once again, it's really, in the end, I don't think it's worth it. To me, look, I'm going to go show you guys some stuff right here. And I know this isn't for everybody, but like I just recently got the Nightmare on Elm Street, all 7 movies, the original 7 movies on 4K, right? Yeah, not everybody's got 4K. Not everybody's going to want this and everything. And it maybe seemed too much money for them, right? Okay, but you pay a one-time payment for this and it's yours forever. These movies are constantly constantly be taking off streaming and not shown, and people can't find them, and then they're on HBO Max and they're on Netflix, they're on Shutter, they're on this, they're constantly be taken down and everything. So you don't want the 4K, right? You don't want the 4K. You don't have 4K. Well, the Blu-rays are available right here. This usually goes for like $20. You spend $20, get all 7 of the original Nightmare on Elm Street movies if you're a fan of them, and you will have them forever, and you will never have to pay for them again, never have to worry about losing them, right? And you'll never have to worry about what these streaming services will do. Or like most with people that watch streaming services, they really legitimately only watch like the older stuff. Anyways, I've covered that here on my channel, like Gunsmoke and Little House on the Prairie and Gilmore Girls and Supernatural and Seinfeld. These shows are watched more than anything new on streaming. They have the most streaming numbers, and a lot of these shows are available on free or regular TV still to this day, where you can watch them. And so most people watch that. And Bluey, a lot of people watch Bluey because for kids, to me, like I'm gonna show you guys this. Like once again, I love the Monsters, right? The classic Monsters show, right? This is the whole series on DVD. $20, mine forever. I never have to worry about it going away. And I just went to recently. If you go to like thrift stores and stuff, if you want to buy physical media, you say, "Well, I can't buy physical media." I always say buy your favorites on physical media. There's places out there. Maybe you can't find them new, but there are places like thrift stores, secondhand stores, stuff where you can find stuff. I recently bought the entire series of 21 Jump Street. No, I didn't pay $60. That's just a sticker left over. I paid $5 for the entire series of 21 Jump Street. That's $5, not 20 something dollars for commercials and propaganda and ones and zeros and algorithms telling me and feeding me slop that I don't want to see. I spent $5. I love 21 Jump Street. I'll watch it over and over. I'll have it forever. I have a whole collection of physical media. That's what I do here on my channel. That's where I really wanted to come at this, because I really didn't want to come at it through the political angle, because there's so many people out there that can cover that so much better than I can. But to me, I think, yes, cancel your streaming services, at least the ones that you don't want. If you want to keep streaming services, keep your streaming services by all means. But I always say, make a list of your favorite movies, TV shows, entertainment. Go out and buy them and keep them with you. And it's a one-time payment. You will have them forever. So much better than streaming has ever been. And there's also a lot of independent directors and creators out there that are creating so much cool, great, original stuff, movies and entertainment. I've talked to so many of them myself, and a lot of their work doesn't get to be seen. And I'll be honest with you. I talked to Thomas Seymour, the director of the VHS Massacre movies. In his movie, The VHS Massacre 2, his documentary about it, Netflix really screwed over a lot of directors and creators. This is also something that streaming does, because they do not pay these directors and creators and stuff. They skim them out for physical media. They made a lot more money on physical media back in the day than they do on streaming, whatever. But with Netflix, this is how scummy this company is. They made these contracts when they first started streaming with these independent directors and creators to get their movies and stuff on there, because they needed movies and stuff and shows for their new streaming service. And once it sort of started taking off, they just like kicked these people off their service and never alerted them, never informed them, never gave them the money back. They just kicked them off. And these movies, that's why, like, maybe you remember seeing something on Netflix when you first had it that you never see again anymore. That's because Netflix legitimately screwed these people out of their money. And this, watch the documentary VHS Massacre 2. It explains that in such great detail. This is why I absolutely hate streaming. I mean, if the cuties thing about the kids cuties didn't get you the first time around, come on, man. And I mean, like in Disney and these companies, and they, like I said, they legitimately do not give 2 cents about you, your political beliefs, or how you feel. All they care about is the bottom line and making content. And soon, like I said, it's all going to be algorithm. They're going to just phase out their directors and everything. It's all going to be like AI and stuff like that. And I personally, I can't do that. But let me know your guys' thoughts and comments about this in the comment section down below. Are you canceling Netflix? Are you canceling Hulu, Disney Plus, or whatever? What are your thoughts on streaming in general? And once again, I'm not, if you like streaming, if you like Netflix and Hulu and stuff, that is awesome. That is okay. You can like them and you can keep them and you can watch them and enjoy them. I'm not saying that, but really think about what's going on with these companies and what they're doing through these streaming services, and why so many people have started to cancel them, and why so many people are getting fed up with streaming. Because I've seen it, covered it here on my channel. The Gen Zers are going to physical media. They're starting to buy CDs, vinyls, DVDs in hordes, more so than ever before, because they've never known physical media, and streaming is starting to get on their nerves. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the thoughts and comments section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing, hitting that bell for notification. That would be awesome if I earn you guys' subscriptions, or possibly share this video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being channel members here and for all of your support. To everybody watching, whether you like me, hated me, or liked this video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long. Wherever y'all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media, because it really truly is the superior format, now more than ever. Godspeed.